Open butterfly. As you curl forward, you're then going to slide your thumbs in between the soles of your feet. And then turn the feet, roll them outwards a little, deepening that inner thigh stretch. And then inhale, sitting up, bring your hands to the outside of your knees together. Come onto hands and knees. And come into puppy pose. And Heartasana, so this is a heart melting pose. Draw the forehead down to the block or the mat. Turn your tailbone up. Melt your heart, so feel that lengthening through the core, the side body, the extension of the shoulders. Okay, then lifting your head, bring your forearms down. Then having your forearms parallel, tuck your toes under, lift your hips. So pressing firmly down through the forearms, the elbows. You want to draw your chest back towards your legs. So you feel that pushing away with the elbows. And if you can, you'll walk your feet in a little. So your bottom goes higher. And then press through the heels, push away with the elbows. So you're trying to almost draw the armpits backwards, strong through the shoulders. They're trying to keep head is slightly lifted. And then drop your knees. Take the knees wide, come into child's pose. Rest the arms down. And then activate. So press down through the palms, lift your elbows. Press or push the hands away. Then inhale. Coming up, tuck your toes, come up into down dog. So bending the knees first, up on your toes. Get the spine long, tailbone turning up, and then take the thigh bones back. Draw the heels down, but keeping an uplift of the tailbone. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Little ragdoll. Nod and shake your head. And swing the arms side to side a little. And then release your arms down. Slowly come to stand. Give the shoulders a good shrug in one direction, back the other. And then we're going to lift left arm up, touch the shoulder blade behind, and then the opposite arm. You want to draw the elbow up to the ceiling, slight roll of the tricep towards your face. Keep the thighs and core engaged. And then as you draw the elbow back, you then want to activate in the opposite direction. So it's like as you pull the hand into the elbow, you're going to push the elbow forward. So now your elbow is resisting the hand. We're activating the muscles as they lengthen. And then release. Little shrug, shake of the arms, other side. Again, so without letting the elbow wing out, draw the triceps, it's like almost rolling it towards your face. And then draw with the opposite hand, the elbow back, squeeze your kneecaps, draw the navel in. And feel the difference to this being more passive as you're using the opposite hand to draw it back, and then press the elbow forward and resist with the hand. And then soften and release. Give the arms a little shrug and come to the front of the mat. Standing in mountain, we'll do 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, hands up. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. But you're going to pause on low press up, Chaturanga. So high press up, tip forward, bend at the elbows. You want to keep shoulders and elbows at the same height. And then lower to the mat. Inhale to Cobra. Exhale to Down Dog. Take 3 breaths here. Walk your dog nice and slow, so really drawing the opposite heel down as one knee bends. And then inhale, coming forward to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart. Tadasana, mountain. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga with a pause. And then lower to the mat. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Down Dog. 3 breaths. You can roll the knees underneath if it feels good for the hips to move that way. And then inhaling, come forward to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale to Tadasana. And then inhale, take the weight into the right foot. Left knee comes up. Pause for a moment, reach the fingertips to the mat. And then step back to Trikonasana, triangle. Straight legs, draw up through the core, the pelvic floor, arms go wide. And then tilting the left hip back, reach over the front foot and pause. Squeeze your kneecaps, thighs engaged, draw up through the pelvic floor. And then staying when you've reached as far as you can, this side body long, and then turn the right palm up. Bring the left arm parallel. So you're trying to roll the shoulders so they're stacked, squeeze the thigh muscles, reach through the fingertips. And then inhale, coming back up, arms wide. Exhale, triangle, Trikonasana. So then tipping, but you want this rolling the ribs all the way around so you can release the top arm vertically. Turn the head, but shoulders softening away from ears. Then lifting through the top hand, inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to hips, turn your feet parallel. Outer edges of the feet are parallel, hands to hips, the bony part. And now when you exhale, the tailbone goes back, hinging forwards, but rock your weight more towards the balls of your feet. As you come to halfway, so shoulders in line with hips and the back of the head, pause here. Try not to press out through the backs of the knees. You're drawing up through the kneecaps. Engage the thighs. Draw in through the navel and then exhale. Release your fingertips down. Hug your elbows towards each other so the forearms are parallel, and then start to bend the elbows back. Lower the crown of the head towards the mat. So now your palms can come down if they reach, and you can slide your fingertips back in line with your toes. So it's like a forward motion slide of the put, or the energy of the hands are pushing forwards. Elbows hugging towards each other. Kneecaps drawing up, even though you might not even feel it in this position. Inhale, come up onto your fingertips, come to halfway. So your gaze stays down. Really feel as if you're lifting through the inner arches. So the inner thigh muscles are engaged. Pause here. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips. Exhale, and then micro bend in your knees. Inhale, coming up. You're going to turn the left foot to the back of the mat. So now you're going to come into triangle Trikonasana on the opposite side. Reach for your fingertips, so don't let the arms just hang here. Want to draw up through your core. Toning through the arms, but shoulders soften away from ears. Turn your head to look over the front hand. And then hinge, left hip back. Draw up through the kneecaps. Side body long, so from hip crease to armpit, which means we're not trying to do this. We're trying to reach as far as we can before we tip, but we're going to wait here, turn to look over the front hand, flip the left palm up and reach the right arm parallel. And then the same thing, you're rolling the ribs, those right ribs up to the ceiling. Reach through the fingertips, squeeze your thighs, inhale, coming up, arms go wide, palms down, turn to look over the front hand, and then triangle. Again, side body long, reach, 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 tip, drawing the right ribs all the way round as much as you can, shoulders soften from ears, turn your head to look up, lean back, feel that left buttock rolling under, and then squeeze your thighs, kneecaps engaged, reach through the top hand, all the way up, exhale, hands to heart, turn your hands to hips, turn your feet parallel, and then heel toe, bring the feet together, give the legs a little shake. And we're going to come into figure 4. So feet are parallel. I'll show you this way. We're going to lift or bend your knees, hands stay on your hips, and then you're going to lift the left leg and bring the ankle across the opposite knee. Flex that foot so the lower leg muscles are engaged, and then sit down. So bend deeply through the standing leg, bottom goes back, tailbone goes up, draw your navel in. If you want to, you can press the thigh down, so you're getting that external rotation more, and you'll feel as if the shin is pressing down into the knee, like we were doing with when we lifted our elbow above our head, that you're resisting one part of your body against the other. And then inhale, come to stand, release. Other side. We're going to sit back. You want to make sure you're not just doing this and the bottom's you're not really thinking about your bottom. So bend down, take the knees back slightly, draw your navel in, turn your tailbone up. Oh, actually it would have helped if I lifted the left leg. So left leg crosses, flex at the ankle, and then sit down. And as you sit down, tailbone goes up. Press down through the shin into the opposite knee. You can press this thigh away, or you can even bring hands to the shin, whichever feels good. But keep this upward turn of your tailbone, draw the navel in. Keep a fixed gaze because this is a balance. And then inhale, come to stand. Exhale, release, come to sit on the mat. Lying back, knees bent, feet flat on the mat. And then arms by your side, feet parallel with knees and heels under knees. So we don't want to be too far back. Heels under knees. Inhale, rock the pelvis back so the lower back presses down. Lift your hips up into bridge. Keep your thighs parallel. Press down through your heels. Squeeze your glutes. And then you're going to take the weight into the right foot. Lift the left leg so the thighs are parallel. And we're trying not to let the left hip drop. Press through the sole of the right foot. So this is your glute on the right leg. You can point the toe or floint, flex and point, push through the ball of the foot. And then exhale, left foot down, lowering down through the vertebrae. Hips down. Pause for a moment, take a breath. And then the other side, press through the sole of the left foot, rock the pelvis back, lifting up. You can make it stronger through the upper back and the chest by clasping your hands underneath, rolling into the tops of the arms. And then lift the right leg, but not too high. You want to keep the thighs parallel. Squeeze your glutes. Draw in through the core. Use your breath, don't hold it. And then exhale, right foot down, release the arms, lowering down through the vertebrae. And then little hug of the knees, little rock. Massage the back. And then rock 3 times to sit. I can hear my upper back going click, click, click. Feels so nice. Okay, and come to sit. Close your eyes, sit nice and tall. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Bring your palms together at your heart center, lowering your head and opening your eyes. Namaste, friends.